Hare Krishna. Welcome back to the series of stories from Srimad Bhagavatam. So, before we begin, I want to let you know that these stories have been taken from the book called Illustrated Bhagavatam Tales, written by His Grace Gauranga Darshan Das Prabhuji. So, let's begin with our today's stories. But before that, let's do prayers. नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिनेति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात् देशतारणे हे कृष्णा करुणा सिंधु दीन बंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत श्री राधा कांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी श्री राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंदा श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्तवृंदा हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीर्यत नष्टप्रायेष्वभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवत्य उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. So now let me again take you back 5,000 years back to the shore of River Saraswati, where Srila Vyasadeva was sitting. As we saw in the last story, that Srila Vyasadeva wrote the four Vedas or divided the four Vedas: Rig Veda, Yajur Veda, Sam Veda, Athar Veda. And then he wrote the fifth Veda in the forms of Puranas and Mahabharata. But even after doing so much, he was not happy. He thought to himself, I'm trying to help the people of Kali Yuga, but I'm still unhappy. Why? What is the cause of my dissatisfaction? He thought again. I did everything properly. I worshipped the Vedas. I worshipped my Guru, my spiritual master. I also performed yajna, and I come in the disciplic succession. So we all know that the Vedas were first spoken by Lord Sri Krishna to Brahmaji, and Brahmaji spoke the same knowledge to Narad Muni, and Narad Muni then narrated the same knowledge to his disciple Srila Vyasadeva. So Srila Vyasadeva thought, I'm coming in disciplic succession as well. So the parampara is not broken. But then what is the cause of my dissatisfaction? Why am I not happy? Then he said, did I not emphasize devotional service enough? So after doing an honest self-examination, Srila Vyasadeva could figure out the cause of his dissatisfaction. He thought, this may be because I did not adequately describe the enchanting activities of Lord Krishna and the process of bhakti in my books. Bhakti, or loving devotional service to Lord Krishna, is the natural activity of all living beings. The path of bhakti is most pleasing to the pure devotee and the Lord Himself. As Srila Vyasadeva was thinking, thus his guru Narad Muni came to his hermitage. Vyasdev stood up respectfully, welcomed his guru, and worshipped. While doing so, Narad Muni just smiled. Narad Muni knew exactly the situation of Srila Vyasdev and the cause of his dissatisfaction. Narad Muni further said, "Are you feeling satisfied now? You have written so many religious scriptures showing people how to become materially happy and eventually to merge with Brahman or Lord Krishna's light. You researched and studied the Vedas fully, and your work was very thorough. And Mahabharata is wonderful as it explains the entire Vedas. It was all very scholarly, and you have revealed to everyone the light of the impersonal Brahman. Then why are you feeling incomplete?" Srila Vyasdev said, "Yes, my dear spiritual master, all that you have said is correct. Despite this work, I am still very unhappy. Please tell me, what is the cause of my unhappiness? You know everything because you worship Lord Krishna. Therefore, you are spiritually perfect. This means that you can understand people's heart. So please tell me, why am I deficit even though I'm strictly following all the rules and regulations of the scriptures?" Narad Muni smiled and said, "Dear Vyasdev, you have not described the glories of Lord Sri Krishna. Through Vedas, you have thoroughly explained the four principles of religion, economic development, sense gratification, and liberation. However, you have not described the glories of Lord Krishna. So you see that the Vedic scriptures don't carry much value if they don't glorify Lord Krishna. Your work has cheated the people. The Vedas make people think that the real religion is meant for pleasing our own senses. Reading the Vedas, people will identify with body instead of soul. And you know, we are neither this body nor the mind. Anything you write that is separate from Krishna will disturb the minds of people. You must write about Krishna so that it can act like medicine for the materialistic people. Even if one falls from the path of bhakti, there is no failure because they will always remember Krishna. People who do their material duties perfectly but don't serve Krishna gain nothing at all. Dear Vyasdev, don't worry about people's material happiness. It comes to everyone, just like distress comes to everyone. Like Krishna says in Bhagavad Gita, Matra sparshastu konteya shitoshna sukha dukhada agamapaye no nityas tam stitakshva bharata. Dear Vyasdev, you are well qualified. Please write about Lord Krishna more clearly. He further said, please do it now. Only then will your heart be satisfied. Even imperfectly written literature is appreciated by saints if they describe the wonderful and superhuman activities of God. On this, Srila Vyasdev said, "Thank you, dear Srila Gurudev. I now understand the reason of my unhappiness. It is because I have not told the glories of Lord Krishna." So this way, Vyasdev identified the reason of his dissatisfaction by interception and Narad Muni's confirmation. To inspire Vyasdev, Narad Muni narrated his past life. He said, I was the son of a maid servant in my previous life. But by the holy association of great devotees called the Bhakti Vedanta, I was inspired to perform bhakti. Thus I became Narad Muni and attained a spiritual body. The result of the sincere practice of bhakti are eternal. My bhakti, one can attain the supreme shelter of God and be relieved of all miseries. Bhakti transforms even sinful people into virtuous persons. So, please write Srimad Bhagavatam, emphasizing the path of bhakti vividly. Narad brought great clarity in Srila Vyasadev's thoughts and gave him specific direction for his further writing work. Having thus advised Vyasadev, Narad Muni departed. Narad Muni personally experienced the power of bhakti, thus, he had inspired Srila Vyasadeva to write the glories of bhakti and historical narration of those transcendental by the form of bhakti. After that, Srila Vyasadeva sat to meditate on a devotional mood. In this vision, he saw Lord Krishna and Maya, his illusionary energy. He also saw people suffering due to the influence of Maya. He knew that the solution of this suffering was bhakti or loving devotion service to Lord Krishna. Thus, to vividly explain the path of bhakti, he compiled Srimad Bhagavatam, in which he described the activities of Lord Krishna, his incarnations, and his dear devotees. His heart was then fully satisfied. Later, Srila Vyasadeva taught Srimad Bhagavatam to his son Shukdev Goswami, who we will see that how Srila Sukdev Goswami then narrated Bhagavatam to Parikshit Maharaj. So there is a very beautiful lesson from today's story, a lesson of on guidance. Everyone needs a teacher. Well-wishing gurus guides their students on the right path. Although Srila Vyasadeva was very exalted and accomplished, he took guidance from his guru Narada. When we think we know everything, we are limiting only to what we know and remain confused in certain situations. But when we are open to learn from experienced teachers, our knowledge increases and we overcome confusion. Just like Srila Vyasadeva. So that's all that we have in our today's story. In the next story, we will listen about the birth of Narad Muni. How Narad Muni became Narad Muni. It'll be very interesting. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much.